Hello my friends, welcome back to the channel. I hope that things are well in your world. Have you ever had a draft where you thought you were one color and then thought you were another color, and then after the draft was entirely done, realized you weren't even the color combination you thought you were? Yeah, me neither. I do it perfect every time, like in this draft you're about to watch. If you like what you see, come by the Twitch stream sometimes. I'm usually streaming on the weekends now. It's at twitch.tv/Semulin. You can also subscribe here to get more draft videos coming your way. Thank you so much for watching, and enjoy. Follows still get a little bit in the cup, if that's what you're wanting to do. Eldritch Pact kind of sucks. Guiding Bolt is okay. Gate's alright. I feel like I might be about to first pick an Owlbear. What's up, Classic 80s Rock? How you been? Hope you had a good time out there. I think I like the Owlbear. I wouldn't hate you for taking Gut or Guiding Bolt, or even Gate. But I think I like cutting like the best green card in the pack by a lot, and that's not really anything I'm going to miss. Gale's Redirection I've quite liked. There's also a Myconid, which is kind of the backbone of most green decks. Blue was pretty obviously the worst color in the set, but they've gone through and rebalanced it, and it's not anymore. I'm willing to try this. This is a decent amount of card advantage. It's basically a build your own Necrotal, but you've really got to work for it. I'm not ready to commit to green just because I have one Owlbear. This pack's hurting a little more than the others. I think Lenorm, Valor Singer, and Gate to the Citadel are probably the best cards. Shortly after that is like Prism, Deadly Dispute, Lizardfolk Librarians. Cards I'm happy to play, but not happy to third pick. If green's open, we're going to have a great deck. If it's not, I'll move along. Okay. This pack has got some things going for it. There's Thrakkus, who I do like, and we could conceivably get into green-red. It's nice with other dragons. It makes us just whop people to death. The Hobgoblin Captain's a really nice 2-drop, and we've got an Air Cult Elemental. I think I'm going to take the Hobgoblin Captain. As I've found in these best of 1-drops, it's far more important to have a lot of 2-drops than a lot of quality 5s. And if we end up in green-red, I've already got, you know, a 7 and a 5. You're maybe wrong, but I look good? No, you're right. I look great. What do you think, Chad? Do I look fantastic or what? Here's some blue cards that got buffed, and I still kind of don't love them. You can play Ray of Frost. But I think blue's open, and we're certainly getting that message. I do like one Dragonborn Looter in most of my decks. I haven't tried it in best of 1, but I guess I'm about to. Riddle me this. There's also Soldiers of the Watch, which I quite like. So I think red is not happening. That makes the question, what is happening? We haven't been past any good green cards. We haven't been past a good card here. So maybe we just take it, see if that opens up. Because like blue is certainly open. It almost makes me want to take this thing. So I have a 2-drop. Yeah, don't judge me here. We're in blue. We've got card advantage. We've got all sorts of good stuff going on. That may be what it is, Classic. Actually, I don't really need the Bag of Holding if I've got the Dragonborn Looter. Yeah, I could take Contact Other Plane and basically have card advantage locked up for blue. This weird is playable. I think I'd rather have the prism. Like maybe we end up splashing Criddle. Okay, maybe red's still on the table. I don't know. Valor Singer was like arguably one of the better cards in this pack, which is confusing to me. And it's certainly confusing enough for me to take it. Yeah, I don't quite know what we're doing, except that I didn't really get past any good green. So I should probably just cut that unless we open a green bomb, and then try to decide whether what flavor of Grixis we are. I have played Fiendlash now, whereas previously I hadn't. I overall didn't like the card. After playing with it, I still kind of don't like it. It's okay. I don't think it's like blowing anybody's mind. The challenge here is this pack kind of stinky dinky. Yeah, I had a deck where I opened it and was able to build around it a good bit more. I also don't know who that is. But I'm glad they did serious work with Fiendlash. It may not be too late. I think the only other thing I might take is the imprisonment, so we can consider it. It'd need a lot to go right for me to end up playing this, but it could happen. So here's kind of decision time. So we've got Band Together along with Guildsworn Prowler. And I think I like both of these better than the white options. I think Band Together's a little bit better. I hope I don't regret that. Okay. I do actually like Nira. It's looking like white may have been our color. Man, best of one drafts are really hard to read. How would I feel about something like this? With potential splashes. I think I'd feel pretty comfortable. The other option would be to actually consider this green and end up splashing the Nira, potentially. I don't know that that's a wonderful splash. Alright, I'll still ride it. Why are we thinking that we're playing red? Yeah, this might just be my best bet. If we're doing that, we just take this dragon. Oh, that's a tough one. I really do like Corlessa, but I also quite like the Basilisks. I suppose I'm more likely to see another Basilisk. And I've already got 3 dragons to play with it. And like, if we're in this color pair, we're likely to find more. Okay, there's a Basilisk. Awkwardly, I do want the Herd Gorger with it. But I want the first Basilisk more. I've played this before and not been too embarrassed. I've also played Hypnotic Pattern. Not great, but filler creature if we need it. Two Prisms gets interesting. I don't need this. I wonder why they didn't Alchemy buff this into like a 3-2. Because with 2 Prisms, we could just play Nira pretty happily. It's unusual for me to not be that interested in Bag of Holding, but I'm not. I'll take the line up the shot. I don't think I need to. Probably just playing that. So Muralist could get me the Lenormand. Band Together is Band Together. And this is kind of more card advantage, which I don't super need. There's also one Charmed Sleep, which I think I'd play, but I think I'd rather have the Band Together. I'd really like a Muralist too, and I think we'd play the Seer. So red was the answer if you were playing at home. What would it take to get that in here? Because that would be absurd. Not that much, actually. Let's go on a little journey. It's a small journey. There's a journey called Maybe We Were Splashing... Nah, can't splash the green. It's getting more awkward. Yeah, I was thinking my Conids would do the work for me, but I'm not seeing any of them now. I may just have to accept that that was a fluke and let it go. Because I don't have the mana for it. Which is a real shame. It's a powerful card when we've already got these prisms. It's unreasonable, and splashing Hourglass Coven is unreasonable too. I've seen people do things that they shouldn't do and not get punished for it. It's okay. If I got past an Hourglass Coven right now, we would switch to black. All right, let's take an Air Cult Elemental. I think I'd be relatively happy with this. I think I'd be happier if I had a Myconid, but those are really hard to come by these days. Yeah, blue-red might have been better, but these two Band Togethers that I did pick early are making me happy. I could almost still make blue-red work as the awkward part. I'm fine enough taking a Herd Gorger, but this kind of needs one more piece of ramp, and I'm not entirely certain I'm going to get it. It would appear that I'm not. Probably need the other Charmed Sleep. This leaves me the option to play blue-red if I want to. I'm also playing best of one. I don't quite have enough 2-drops if I play blue-red, which is a shame. This is not quite where I wanted to be. Well, I have a little less time to stream now, which lines up for best of one, and it doesn't take quite as much thinking, which is nice as well, at least in like dedicated spots. Right? Where I can say I'm going to sit down and think for a solid 8 minutes versus I'm going to sit down and think for a solid 40 minutes. It's a lot easier to do one of those than the other. Like, it's easier to step away. And with the rewards being far less important to me because I'm not trying to be sustainable anymore or really impress anybody with my win rate, I'm just going to play what I want to play. Did I accidentally draft a pretty good green and red deck and not notice it? Because I think I might have. Got all this blue crap in the way. No reason to play 17 lands in best of one. Problem is I don't really have much else to play. I guess I could play a Follow the Tracks. That means there's literally no need to play an island. What a weird draft. I'm game. Christmas, thank you for the raid. I hope your stream went well. Yeah, this is a different one. Let's take it out for a spin. I didn't think this is what I was drafting. And then we got here and this is what I was drafting. All right, let's beat up some cars. I like beating up cars. It's a little slow and scary. But it's Silverlee. How bad could it be? Good evening, Aaron. Have a good one, Christmas. Thank you very much for the raid. Y'all check out Christmas. I've raided him a couple times. Fellow Magic streamer and degenerate gamer. Worth checking out. Caw-caw. I have not tried that out. Thought about it. But I don't really play a lot of mobile games. I am familiar with it. I just haven't played it. I didn't know it was available on PC as well. If I'm blocking the ghoul, I may as well just block the prowler, but question is, do I want to do that? I think we're probably following the tracks next turn. I guess so. We may as well take less damage. Give me. I tried playing a non-magic game with, what was it, Magic Legends? Nice sequencing. And I think overall I enjoyed that. So I think here we just follow some tracks. Set up for Nira. I doubt they're going to blow up my Prism, but if they do, let's go ahead and have the blue. We can play that and then potentially cash twos in for something better if we want to. we've got a removal spell, we could be in a wee bit of trouble. Let's hope they don't have a removal spell. White black are obviously not known for their removal. Contain thyself. I suspect we will find some prisoners at the end of this turn. How much of a pay-to-win style game is it, Aaron? Tell me what appeals to you about it. Because that was always my concern with mobile stuff. It's like there's not really a limited type experience from what I could tell, and it seemed like buy cards win the game. Yeah, that's not really my jam. I understand you can still have fun in games like that without paying to win, but I guess we're sacrificing that. Lo and behold, removal in black-white. Got anything good here? Both of these seem pretty good to me. I'd rather have the priest in the card right now. I played some Hearthstone randomly when Sin Baby was quite young. And I enjoyed it. Play some blockers. I'm gonna hold one land. There is a Mind Rot variant. The thing for me, though, that it always comes back to is like limited is really always been what? That's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Limited has always been what I've been looking for, and nobody else really has that. Hearthstone's fun. If it had decent limited, I'd play it more. Not ever having time to have this untapped is a shame, and this Altar of Ball will kill us. That card's insane. But all of that to say, I'm glad you're enjoying the game. I don't think it's for me, but that's alright. It doesn't have to be, does it? Neat. So I guess we just never let them draw another creature, and that's our plan? We've got 2 more artifact removal spells in the deck, so there's that. Might want to check out Hearthstone, dude. It's fun. It's again not terribly well set up for anything approaching limited, but I think as a constructed card game, it's not bad. This is sorcery, right? Yeah. I mean, not any more so than Magic. It's a collectible card game. They kind of all want you to buy the cards. Hiya! We do have some good tunes. Unfortunate that that vampire spawn might just kill me. SimWife got me some new wireless Audio-Technica headphones that I'm excited to try out in the near future. If I kill it and we roll under a 10, then any creature that they draw kills me. And that has me worried. I do not know what that string of numbers means. That looks like somebody who kills me in Counter-Strike. I don't have a choice but to hope we high roll this. That is not what I needed. I think we are now a dead man walking. That could be enough to save me if they can whiff one turn. I need them to either draw, if they draw a creature, it needs to cost 4 or more mana. And this stupid Sylvan Shepherd could actually win me the game. I don't know what the hell they're holding. Removal spell. Or land. Land is good too. Got a little bit flooded here. Alright. This has potential. Yaki, what's up?
Semulin. More like Semel on fire with the TV show recommendations. Severance is an absolute banger.
We quite enjoyed that one. Thank you very much, Yaki. Y'all spam some cats for Yaki and for Martin. In fact, we can spam Martins for both of them if you like. Thank you both very much. It's quite good. It's quite good. Boop. I'm ready for season 2, man. I don't know if we cycle line up the shot in the blind against a blue deck, right? Blue-white, I'm just getting plummet. they're gonna have something I can hit with the plummet. It's what plummet do. All right, let's see if you got something I'm interested in. Got a land drop for me, which I appreciate. It's nice of you. And we are splashing blue, so thanks for the help. We also know we're playing against a Dream Fracture gamer. So they know about the plummet is the thing. So what are they doing? I want to untap and play 2 spells next turn, or at least have the ability to. I have to play something I'm interested in removing first. There is a 2-mana counter. I'm not going to say I'm terrified about, but like, it is a card I'm aware that exists. So I'm just going to go ahead and boot this and pass. Okay. Yeah, sure. Go ahead and bloop it. They did have something for 2 mana, it just wasn't a counter spell. It's a pretty good flyer. I was thinking whatever they play, I'd have time to play something else and then nab it. Okay, they don't have a counter spell, and that was an excellent draw. Because at least I don't have to deal with 2 of those. Thank you, Valor Singer. Sorry, I killed your mythic. I just have to play fair magic now. What else have we seen lately TV-wise that was good? Feels like there have been a few. Hi-ya! Undone was pretty good. Barry was pretty good. Fair enough. Okay, those are the 2 good ones, I would say. Or at least above average ones. Obviously, if you haven't seen BoJack Horseman, just go fix that. I did like Ted Lasso, but that was like popcorn or potato chips or something, you know? Not really the same thing. But still good. Two top, eh? That's a little worrisome. So what did this get from that? Line counter or a lifelink counter? So they put a counter on it. What did they give it? +1/+1 counter. I think that's what it gave it. Oh, your choice. Okay, cool. But I don't need to kill that currently. It's not really standing in the way of progress. So no need to worry. You can counter this, I guess, and then I'll kill you with the Herd Gorge. No counter spells. Cool. So the beginning of your turn, you can cast counter spells. And now I'm going to kill your dude. And kill you. This is not how you signature spell. Critical success. This doesn't work. Does that work? At the beginning of your upkeep, you may copy a card exiled with signature spells. You may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. So you can just do that anytime you want, or do you have to cast it right then? Because I was under the impression that that just didn't work with counter spells. But they apparently drafted a deck around it. And I'm just kind of curious if that works or not, because they've got at least 3 copies of Dream Fracture. So if anybody in chat knows if that actually works, let me know. I'd be interested. I think so too, but it may be me who failed to understand it. And look how good Fiendlash is here. Sort of like a super complicated way to like rummage through your deck, but you could make it happen. Kind of a neat looking sleeve. I don't know what that is, but it looks cool. It's got like a bunch of mouths on it. It looks kind of hungry. One day I'm going to draw green mana and it's going to go brrr. Brrr. Oh. Sag Basilisk. Hello, John. What am I more worried about, the Criddle or the Chain Devil? Probably the Chain Devil currently, which is dealing too much damage. Any reasonable sized creature in the band together can take them out. How are you excited about Eldraine 2 when we found out we're going back to Phyrexia? I don't quite understand that. Like, I know you liked Eldraine, but from a lore perspective, is anybody like, hell yeah, Eldraine? I thought it was just kind of neat. Fairy tale stuff, right? I'd imagine no one caught him. You can't. He's a gingerbread man. Well, Manaran, thank you for the resub. Y'all spam some cats for Manaran. I haven't seen the logos, no. I didn't dig that deep into it. Is there something that gives Death Touch? There's something that does a Vraska's finisher type effect, isn't there? Yeah, there's a Manticore. They've got a Manticore and I can't afford to get Manticored right now. I need Criddle dead. I need that dead. So what I was saying was, I assume after Phyrexia, we're going back to Eldraine and Ixalan to watch them be covered in oil and assimilated. I figured this is my most likely chance to win, but it's not a great chance to win. It's just what I got. Mwah. What is Dominaria Remastered? I assume something I don't get to play. I'm super thrilled to hear that the Lord of the Rings set is Alchemy. I realize I'm also the only person who's excited about that. But why the hell wouldn't it be? Let's have a good time, man. All right. I was joking when I said that was going to be a good one for the whip, and then it was. Go figure. Is potentially a start, isn't it? That's fair. If there's a little baby that wants to D&D one day, I will D&D again. I heard they were talking about Spelljammers. Spelljammers are super cool. I played the snot out of some Spelljammer settings 30 years ago. But that wasn't just announced today, because I'd heard that they've been talking about that for a while. Don't you counter me. Now, that was always the fun part about D&D, was if there was something that you didn't care for, hey, they didn't counter me. Interesting. They should have. If there's something that you didn't care for in the lore, just write it out. Not quite where I thought we were going, but I'll take it. Yeah. Who needs lands? Is that a mono blue deck you're playing? I'd love to hit a land off of this. Would it smack it around next turn? Would actually making Doctor Who Commander decks? That's cool. I wish they'd do more of the Universes Beyond stuff for draft. I did see Vince talking about a new format for Magic where you can only use Universes Beyond cards, and I thought that's pretty funny. I was immediately interested in playing it, and it was like, oh, you kind of can't do that on Arena. Okay. This was supposed to be able to kill that, but I suppose I was supposed to draw land, was kind of the plan, and then I never did. And then we were sad. Alright. Sometimes you don't draw land. I didn't listen to the announcement, so I've really no idea what they're talking about. But I assume nothing's final until, like, something's actually released. But that's not going to work really well for them. They're going to have to choose 0. Okay, they did. It may have also just been that they're going to do a normal version and an alchemy version, which I think they do with literally every set now. I still don't understand who wanted alchemy. I think it's kind of neat to have some digital-only mechanics. There's an alchemy format. I mean, y'all know who I am, how I am. Can I draft it? That's really all I'm concerned about. If yes, cool. If no, don't care. What's up, P? Doing good. I hope things are well in your world. Lighting up the shot has been quite good all the time. Take your time. I got nowhere to be. What's up, sir?
Almost there.
You are almost there. Thank you very much for the 23 months. Let us spam cats for Yaki Manarand and sir. Thank you all very much for the support. I appreciate you. Basically, all the blue cards got buffed. Short version. Which is good, they needed it. There were small changes overall. But I think mostly it was just blue cards get buffed. I could draw something off of this that ends the game, but they're going to do 6 damage in the air next turn. So let's just, like, win. Actually, they can kill... No, they can't kill me because they have to chump block. But blue went from being the worst color in the set to being the worst color in the set with some decent cards. Bye-bye. Like, it's still not great. Like, there's a lot of space taken by cards like this that are just, like, actively bad. But I can see why they're here, right? Like, the format was originally designed to be a 4-player draft format where there's going to be somebody you could connect against. But that's just not the case here. I'm a very happy daddy. Sim Baby works. I kind of forgot we had this thing. That was the whole reason I went into red. I don't know how people can handle 4 kids, dude. I love my baby. I cannot imagine having 2 of them. Much less 4. Fair enough, fair enough. Funny how that works out sometimes, eh? They read my cards and make decisions. I'll buy that you might have a combat trick in your green-white deck. I think I know which one it is too, and I'm about to blow it out. I hope they don't untap it. Well, the other thing they could be doing is just the watch card. No? Okay. The heck was that? Fascinated. I guess that? How bizarre. What's up, Band Geek? How you doing? I hope things are well in your world. Getting spiky. Do y'all get along? I honestly think I like my in-laws better than I like my parents. So I'm never really happy to see them. We're doing great. We're doing great. It is good to be Semulin. And Semulin family. You're still holding on to some combat trick from the beginning here, and I have no idea what it is. I ain't very good at English intangible. I'm from the American South. I barely speak English. So I can't tell you what part of speech it is, my friend. My apologies. That is a large snake. It's a verb, one Semulins. Very well. Then what a Semulin? Did someone not read the card? Don't think they did. It wasn't me, though. Here is a small novel on each card. That's fair. I can't really blame them. There's so many words. Nobody reads these cards. You can tell what they do by the picture. That's right. It's a dragon. It attacks. It kills people. It's fine. Don't worry about it. What does reading the card do? It gives you a headache. You definitely don't want to read these cards, man. Stay away. How does a whippoorwill not fly? I've seen them before. They fly. Like, for sure confirmed. I've seen it. I mean, I kind of get what they're going for. It is like a bad omen to see a whippoorwill, they say. That's not a bad way to play Magic, Van Geek. I'm with you. I can't say that word. Awkward decision time. Pithesis. I can say that one. That's easy. I don't think I know what a lemur is either. Lemur's a ghost. It's pretty good. So it's a flying monkey and it's supposed to be a ghost. That's really great. I like that. This lets us get that out of the way, kill this, and still be able to play the Basilisk to trade for that. And if something bad happens there, I can always fireball it if I need to. So is it like Latin for ghost, or just a Roman that dies, comes back as a lemure? We'll get the show on the road here in a minute. It always feels like when you find out another language has a really short word for something that's a really long word, that they're cheating. And you're like, we can't let them get away with this. Just me? Tell you what card hasn't been great. Fiend Lash, except for that one time it won us the game. I don't know why this is holding back more things than that, but I like that it is, so we're just gonna let that happen. I guess they want to start drawing cards, which is cool and all. I've seen a couple of them. Got anything good in your deck? One, two, three, four. Sure. I'll even send this in after you. I'm going to trade 3 cards for it. That's value I can handle. There's 6. 6. Are they dead? I should count. +1/+1 for each creature I control. Got 7 plus 2 is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, it looks like they're dead. I take back all the bad stuff I said about this Fiend Lash. Unless they have a bounce spell, in which case I strongly can believe all of the bad things I said about Fiend Lash. So I never feel like the Germans are cheating when it comes to language, but the French might be. Just winning some video games. Unless we're not. We might not be. Got darn close though. I mean, I think we're still doing all right. Not quite dead, but you can see it from here. How you doing, Hustle? Okay, so Fiend Lash is probably all right. Super fun to kill people with their own cards too. That's kind of the best part. Pew. Okay, Fiend Lash is great. Never mind me. It's literally what I needed to not be a silver tier gamer. All right, we're almost done, which is good because we're a little past my bedtime. You can replay the color challenges. You know what's interesting though? You can't skip them. On my second account, I have been asked approximately 800 times if I'd like to play the color challenges. Or perhaps you can skip them. I have been unable to do it. Draft Hero is still patiently there shaking his fist at the color challenges, knowing there's really nothing he can do. Look at me. My name's Manelik and I have a VIP account. That ain't pretty, but we can give it a go. Huh. Fair enough. I don't mind just hitting the land here. Send him a message now and tell him it's something that you're interested in. I bet he'd get you one. That's enough advance notice. I have a preview card for this Saturday for those who didn't know. So make sure you come back on Saturday. I will be incredibly slowly revealing a card for the next set. They got combos, y'all. How many does your table let you get? Because I'm willing to bet the answer is more than you were supposed to get. Fiend Lash, huh? Nice. I'm more or less dead here. I'm not a huge fan. Clunky draw where we couldn't afford to have one. I'd seriously send him a message now, though. Let him know you're hype about it already. Like, I literally fell off and then was like, hey, dude, I'd like to be back on. And he was like, okay, cool. That was it. I'm dead unless they're bad. Fake tweets? Oh no, they got rid of that. They got rid of that whole program. I'll see myself out, thank you very much. That program was so stupid. Yeah, we're super dead here anyway. Let's just move along. Let's tell you how to do your content. What's awkward though is like they did give you a couple gems for it, and like those were really handy. That added up over time. So this really bizarre situation of I hated the program, but some of the things I was doing anyway, and it was nice to like get a couple bucks for it. Well, I say a couple bucks to have my drafting subsidized a tiny amount. Yeah, depending on how much you played, that would pay for all of your gaming for the month. It probably would pay for that now. As long as people keep buying their stuff, I reckon they don't have to worry too much about it, Bubbles. I've seen a lot of spike pit traps out here lately. Interesting podcast in current year. I'm listening. I can kind of save this, but I'm a little nervous about what they might have here. Okay. That may be more important. Challenge here is I can't really afford not to remove something with this band together. Because if I miss a land drop, we probably die. And if I don't, I want to be able to cast like a Valor Singer or something. I guess it would probably be just that. What's up, Pappy? Guess I'm gonna kill that too. Same reasons. Because they're eventually going to kill this, and that's where I start to have problems. I mean, mana problems, but I mean, 'tis the nature of Magic. That's possible, John, but like, Magic's been so big for so long, I think it has enough of an audience not to be in danger of collapsing. Like, they might shrink at some point in the future, but I don't think they're ever going to just straight up fall apart. I was like, cool, we'll kill this and it's going to be great, but then it wasn't. I mean, I'm happy they're making money. It's great. I kind of needed to readjust my thinking about Magic too. And like, there's some potential I need to make a video about being a grumpy old man. I may have been wrong about some things. I don't think it's likely because I'm so rarely wrong. But I think there's a small possibility I might have been wrong about some things. Again, it's probably not the case, because like how often have I ever been wrong? Spoiler alert, it's not very often. Neat, right on time. Basically can't do anything with that either. Huh. Peace. Game over, man. I feel like drafting a good deck and getting 5 or 6 wins is something you can do somewhat consistently. Getting to 7 is going to require dodging some crap like this. Because while we are playing 16 lands, we also have this dude, which basically counts, sort of, if you think about it, and 2 copies of the Prophetic Prism. So I'll take it. That was not a bad finish. And it's one of those cases where, like, technically we got our entry fee back, and because we completed some quests, we're like up a little bit of gold. And if you're playing once a week, which is, I mean, I'm playing more than that. I'm playing once or twice a week and then on the weekends. So in a scenario like that, like, it's not that big a deal. You're fine. So that's pretty good. I'll take it. I had a good time. And a very big thank you to my patrons. Thank you, Punk, Joe, Jesse, Jacob, Scott, Basti, Rich, Brandon, Jazzy, Craig, and Geis. I appreciate y'all.